Hello. I'm going to pose the question, why are you like you are? Because you're you and I'm me and everybody's different. And how do we actually understand why we're different? Well, one way of doing this is to look at the different psychological types that people fall into. And it's widely used in commerce and industry and business that people will use what's called psychometric testing. So you answer a lot of questions, yes or no, or often or rarely, that sort of thing. And eventually you'll find yourself with a classification. And they'll be interested if you'll make a good office manager or if you make a good salesman. I'm Alan Chatting. I'm a psychotherapist and I'm the author of this book. And one of the sections in this book, Evolution in You, is about psychometric testing and the Myers-Briggs system. So I am going to talk a little bit about this. So this kind of goes with the book. So the Myers and Briggs were a mother and daughter research couple who worked out this kind of testing based on the work of Carl Jung, who was a famous psychologist from the early 20th century. So I'm going to put a slide up now and just show you the classifications and see if you recognize anything. So I'm going to go to screen share and bear with, as they say. We'll share that one. Lovely. So these are the 4 pairs of the Myers-Briggs character attributes, and I'll say a little bit more about them as we go through each one. Thinking and feeling. Okay. Thinking person thinks out an answer, and a feeling person feels what's happening in the moment. So a situation arises, and a thinking person says, I need to work out what to do. And a feeling person says, I feel anxious or I feel confident. And there are different ways of approaching, and we tend to have different biases. We're rarely nicely balanced in the middle. We're nearly always one way or the other. The second one's fairly obvious, and you probably already know it. It's the extrovert and introvert. And we all know that at one end of the scale is the extrovert person who is always the life and soul of the party. And at the other end is the person who would really rather sit in on their own and read a book. And where are you? Plenty of introverts like a party but leave early. And plenty of extroverts have a good time and then need some quiet time to recover. So it's for you to decide. There's no right and wrong about this. It's just a good way of describing people. The third set of facts, the third set of attributes is sensing against intuition. So sensing would be useful for a police officer or a legal person, a solicitor, because the police officer has to say, where is the evidence that this person stole this item? Whereas an intuitive person might actually be saying something like, I wonder what's going on in this situation. A sensing person might say, all the evidence says that's a great job. And an intuitive person might say, I've got a gut feeling about this company that they're not nice people to work for. There's no right or wrong. You'll be more one or more the other. Judgment, good or bad, against what is it? So if someone steals food from a shop, the judgmental person, possibly a police officer, will see that as bad, and the evidence says they need to be arrested. The perceptive person might see someone who's hungry and can't afford to eat. Now, this comes up in different ways. I can remember that as a thinking person, when I got divorced and I was overwhelmed with feelings, I didn't know how to handle them. And I have sometimes come across married couples in my work where the wife will come home from work and want to talk about her feelings about a difficult meeting. And the husband, who is a thinking type, a thinking sensation type, will be thinking, I don't know how to fix these feelings, but I'll offer to put a shelf up. And of course, she doesn't want that, but he doesn't know what to do. So we are all different. We will end up with 4 letters, if you like, that describe us, and there are 16 different combinations. So I'm a thinking, sensing person, usually judgment and introvert, but I can be moved the other way. So thinking, introvert, sensing, judging. That's me. That adjusts according to situation. My suggestion is, I'm just going to stop this slide share so you can see me. My suggestion is that if you find this interesting, and you know anyone else who's done this, go find an article or a blog post, but most importantly, see if you can get a free test. See if you can find a free assessment test that you can do that will help you to see what are your dominant psychological types. It will tell you a bit about yourself and how you get on with other people. So I'm Alan chatting. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you did, please like and subscribe, and there will be more videos to follow. Thanks for watching.